We're back on the Lobo Coaches Show. I'm Robert Portnoy, and it's my privilege now to bring in Lobo head women's basketball coach, Yvonne Sanchez. Yvonne, it's great to be with you.
Great to be here. Thank you, Robert.
The Lobos played a really tough one yesterday on Pack the Pit Day against Fresno State, and it went right down to the wire, a furious late comeback, and they scored with 2.2 seconds left to win by 2.
Well, you know, it was a last play we talked about. We wanted to switch everything. We didn't switch the last flare screen, so you know, they got a pretty clean drive to the basket. You know, we guarded it, but when the player gets that deep, you know, a good player hit a good shot, and we didn't have enough time to get a shot off.
The Lobos dropped 175-73, but terrific rally in the second half after falling behind midway through. And let's get through our breakdown segment. Sarah Hallis had a big game for you, Coach Sanchez, 15 points. And she goes with the left-hand dribble. And then we talked about this, the intermediate range jumpers. You got a bunch of them in this game.
Well, Sarah played like a senior, and Fresno runs multiple zone defenses half court. So they don't give you the three and they don't give you inside. You have to find gaps, and I thought we did a great job of that yesterday.
And another thing that you've talked about that you're doing a great job of is crashing the offensive boards, and Sarah Hallis leads the charge here with a nice putback.
She did. We had 20, and we've had several games, including our Stanford game, where we had 20 offensive rebounds. You know, our kids, we teach that, we emphasize that. They did a great job. You know, if you look down the stat line, we had a pretty good stat line, but the only thing we didn't do is win, and we need to finish games like that off.
Kiana gave you a really nice setup here for a jumper, and again, another intermediate range jumper from Antisha.
Yeah, Tisha's a better mid-range jumper than she is a three-point shooter right now, and she's a good three-point shooter, but she's very confident in that one dribble pull-up or two dribble pull-ups, and you know, that was a great decision by her to go to her strength.
Khadijah Shumpert coming back after 3 games out, and she delivered 13 big points. And here's one where she goes coast to coast after the steal.
That was huge. That's what started our rally right there. Khadijah came in. She got a little winded during the course of the game, but being out for 3 games and close to 3 weeks, you can see that. She played very well, though, and she's going to be a good one now that we can rely on coming back.
Talk about that, the conditioning coming back off of concussion symptoms. You have to just completely lie low.
Well, it's 24 hours. You have to be symptom-free for 24 hours before you can do anything. You know, even come in the gym, even talk to anybody. Once you're symptom-free for 24 hours, you can get on a bike, the elliptical, some cardio things. You can't, it's a 5-day progression or so, even maybe longer, that you have to go through before you can get back, and they work your way into practice. Sometimes it's non-contact, just drills, then it goes to contact. And Khadijah worked through her progression, and she did very well. So she had a great game yesterday.
Another who had a great game for you, Bryce Owens, both setting people up and scoring. And here, a beautiful dish down low.
Bryce is really playing well for us. She's leading the team. She's making shots, three-pointers, pull-ups. She's finding open players. She's being a terrific, terrific leader at the point guard spot. And I really like the way Bryce is playing right now. She
sets up Shumpert for that layup. And then Bryce, as you pointed out, she's knocking down shots too right here.
Yeah, that was a great setup. We worked on that because we kind of ran a 4-out zone offense, and we emphasized the one more pass. So Alex did a great job of getting Bryce that ball for a 3.
Laparolari got the assist on this next one. She sets up Antisha Brown, and Brown is able to lay it in.
And that's her second assist for Alex. She played good minutes. Her and Bria did a nice job coming in playing good minutes, but that's what we want to do, is find each other. They said we only had 12 assists yesterday. I thought we had more, but you know, it just seemed like we were in flow and playing with each other for a period of time, and then we had a period of time where we just fell apart, and that's what hurt us.
One of the things coaches like to talk about, post feeds, and Bryce does a nice job of setting up one of her posts right here.
Well, we have a certain category that we chart for post feeds, so we make sure that, you know, they get credit and they get assisted for that. And Bryce did a great job. Khadijah did a great job, and we found our posts a lot. I think we scored 38 or 40 points in the paint.
Khadijah with an and one there. Antisha Brown scored, and she also set up, and here she finds Sarah Hallis, and Sarah takes it right to the rim.
Again, that's just a great job of finding your teammate under pressure, and again, our rally's coming back, our rally's coming back. We just can't fall behind 14 points against a good team, or any team, especially when we played such a good first half.
I love that bounce pass through that seam.
Yeah,
there
that was nice.
Very nice. Bryce Owens, she gave you one of the biggest shots of the night here. Got your team within 2. This is a pull-up, a beauty off the dribble.
Well, and the shot clock was winding down. You know, I just called a timeout. We had to get into something. And again, Bryce is playing at a very, very high level right now. She gives a 2-dribble pull-up. She played defense. She did a lot of things that the stats don't show up, but Bryce is playing at a high level.
The comeback was complete in terms of getting even here with Antisha Brown and a driving layup to get you guys even at 71.
Yeah, that was a nice. And again, you know, Tish, that 2-dribble pull-up in traffic, very, very good shot, very difficult shot, but she's very capable of doing that.
Great offensive execution again the next time around to get it even at 73. And then take us through again the final play and what your thoughts were in terms of defending that last play for Fresno State.
Well, they run a horn set, which means there's two offensive players at the top of the circle, the arc, and they'll go off one screen, a ball screen, and then they'll flare screen for the person who set the ball screen. We were supposed to switch everything, and we switched the ball screen, but not the flare screen. So they're able to get it to the flare screen. There was a second before we were able to guard it, and she was able to take the ball down to the rim and hit a layup.